Good to see you again.
Yeah, good
How
to
you
see
doing?
you. Nice looking crowd.
Oh yeah. The most attractive. It's the most attractive crowd in television. We got like a Viking up there from Norway here tonight. Unbelievable, super jacked. I hate to say it, but let's talk about Kavanaugh a little bit.
Okay.
It has been the story for weeks.
Yeah.
Is it the story forever now? If he becomes a Supreme Court justice, it'll some way be a story forever, the way that Clarence Thomas is a story forever.
I think so. I mean, I think people are going to look back at this week and what they were feeling this week and what they thought about what was being said this week and remember it the same way that, I remember the Clarence Thomas hearings vividly. I was in film school. After college, I went to film school.
You went to film school?
I went to film school at USC.
You were going to be a filmmaker?
Yeah, and I'm with my Sony Walkman. I would sit in the back of class, my big yellow Sony Walkman, and listen to the Clarence Thomas hearings, which is how I knew I really didn't belong in film school.
Yeah.
And but I remember, high-tech lynching of an uppity black man, and
sure.
I don't. There's a lot of stuff that was said back then that I don't know if I can say it on network television.
Pubic hair on a Coke can.
That and. I remember Arlen Specter, who's now passed, saying to Ted Kennedy, who's now passed, the women of America don't need to hear from Senator Kennedy about women's rights. I mean, I just remember it was a nasty time, and it feels even nastier.
Well, the president today at the press conference there in the Rose Garden said that, speaking of Arlen Specter attacking Ted Kennedy, he said there's some people out here who are absolute just filth monsters. I'm paraphrasing,
yeah.
And we all know who they are. Who do you think he's talking about? What's the scuttlebutt, Jake?
I don't know who. This might come as news to you.
Yes.
But sometimes he makes things up.
Got that. You're a newsman. You would know that.
On the other hand, it's probably a safe bet that some of those senators are doing something.
Washington, D.C. is the cesspool of the worst people in America.
You have to believe that at least a quarter of the Senate said, he knows.
So the FBI investigation Trump wants, he says it wants to be comprehensive and within reason.
Yeah, which is kind of contradictory in a way.
What do you think that means, comprehensive and within reason?
I think that they want an FBI investigation that will remove the issue of an FBI investigation from attacks on Brett Kavanaugh.
You never had an FBI investigation.
You never had a thorough one. You never,
Sure.
Because over the weekend there were all these questions about was the White House limiting it? Was the White House counsel telling the FBI only interview these people, don't interview these people? And so I think that, there are a number of Republican senators who got on the phone with the White House today and said, you can't do this, it needs to be comprehensive. And so the president said that, and what that actually means, we don't know. We do know that the FBI has interviewed Mark Judge, the friend. We know that they've interviewed Deborah Ramirez, the second accuser from Yale, but we don't know what else.
And they've got, how about 4 more days or something like that? Because Mitch McConnell said he will hold a vote this week.
Yeah. We'll hold a vote. I guess Friday is when the clock runs out. And, whoa!
Sorry about that.
When the clock runs out, and then they have to, then they'll open it up, and there'll be 30 hours of debate, and then they'll vote, and I don't know what's going to happen. I assume that he will become the next Supreme Court justice, but I don't know. Who knows? I've had worse.
I think they were all going, boof. Now, listen. We have a late show intramural boofing team here.
I honestly don't know what it is. I mean, I know what Urban Dictionary says it is.
Yeah?
And I find it hard to believe that it's flatulence.
Did you go to a prep school?
I did not go to a prep school, but I went to Dartmouth, and so I was there.
Animal House is based on Dartmouth.
Animal House is based on Dartmouth. So I was drinking in the late 80s on campus, and he was drinking in the early 80s on campus, and so I do find some of the claims that he's making to be interesting.
So Senator Flake had a very dramatic moment on Friday.
Yeah.
Everybody assumed it was a fait accompli, right?
Yeah. He announced that he was going to vote for Kavanaugh.
And what's that like as you're somebody in the newsroom watching that play out? it's so rare that something surprising like that happens, isn't it?
Especially if what the person is doing is the more difficult thing to do. Usually, whenever anybody asks me what's going to happen in Washington, I'll say, my general prediction about politicians is what's the easiest thing for them to do, because that's what they're going to do. This was not the easiest thing for Jeff Flake to do. The easiest thing for him to do would be just to vote for Kavanaugh to get him out of committee, and that's the end of that. But he held his vote ransom, as it were, basically saying, you can have my vote, but we need a week to do this FBI investigation. And that took, whether or not you agree with it, that was a gutsy thing to do, because it made every Republican in the Senate mad at him, the entire conservative news apparatus mad at him.
But doesn't it ultimately help them? Because it might seem like it is in opposition to the leadership or the rest of the Republican Party at that moment, but ultimately it's one more week and then they vote him in, if that is the case. They vote him in and they got to say, hey, we had our investigation anyway.
Maybe. I mean,
it saves them from the accusation that they didn't care at all.
That's possible, but you never know. And the easiest thing to do is to vote him out, get him on the Supreme Court, and that's the end of that. And then now we don't know what's going to happen, and the uncertainty is going to last a few days, maybe even a week or so. And who knows what the FBI is going to find. And during all this time, there's now all this discussion about, did Kavanaugh say things under oath that were not accurate? You have new people coming out saying, from Yale, Chad, I believe you quoted.
Sure. Chad, Devlin,
Biff.
Brad, Tad, Biff, all of them.
The whole collars up crowd. And they were, saying it's not...
Are you telling me at Dartmouth you never popped a collar? You're saying you never popped a collar the entire...
We don't have collars at Dartmouth.
Really? Not even to meet, like, your girlfriend's father? You don't wear a collar, or... Yeah, Dartmouth, you don't wear collars there. Dartmouth was mostly just diesel mechanics and engineering and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, with a minor in blackouts.
We have to take a break. We'll be right back with more of our friend Jake Tapper. Stick around.